Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and today we are looking at Froslass. Froslass is one of my favorite looking Pokemon, and just has a lot of awesome build-up behind it. I really enjoy the Ghost Geisha kind of idea, and I really just love the design, love the lore behind it, and even its name in Japanese, which is Yuki Minoko, which essentially means Snow Girl. So overall, everything I really enjoy about Froslass, so I wanted to have it on my team way back in 4th generation when it first came out. I was also a really big fan of Snorunt. I didn't like Glalie as much, but when I saw Snorunt, I'm like, that's a cool little guy right there. And then I found out it got the Froslass evolution, I was like, making this work. So if we look at Froslass's stats to make it work, there's not a lot to work with. We don't have an insane amount of special attack, and we have a really respectable speed, but right now, with the way the game is, after like 5th and 6th generation, there's almost a lot better options. Pokemon that are faster, that hit harder with higher attack or special attack. It's really tough. The main thing that Froslass has going for it, or, you know, her, is that Ice Beam. Not many Pokemon are going to be able to have that ghost typing with an ice type attack and that level of speed. So you do have a good advantage here with great coverage from Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, and then Destiny Bond to finish off your opponent while being really fast. Well, back in 4th generation, even a bit in 5th generation, a lot of people were running Gengar, a lot of people were running Alakazam as their super fast special attack sweeper. I was running Froslass. Froslass has the same amount of speed as Gengar, but also has a lot higher dragon killing potential, because that's really what it was about. Back in 4th and 5th generation, everyone was packing Garchomp, Salamence, Dragonite. Some people would even have all of those Pokemon on their team and really try to outdo your opponent, and this is where Froslass came in. Ice Beam, that's going to score a huge KO, except on Dragonite with that ability, multi-scale. But outside of that, you know, Froslass was my Garchomp counter, my Salamence counter, and unless they were Choice Scarfed, it really wasn't that much of a problem to counter them, and even if they were Choice Scarfed, I could safely check them, which is really awesome right here. So I felt really good. Like, instead of running Gengar or Alakazam, I kind of had my special Pokemon that represented that archetype of just that fast special sweeper, but was a little more powerful overall in specific areas. So when we're looking at Froslass, that's pretty much the combo. You bring it in on one of their dragon types, they're either going to think like, oh, I'm Scarfed, I might be able to handle you, or I'm Focus Sash, or they just might think they're faster, and you score an easy KO, or they switch, you get free damage, and then you try to use a super effective hit in Thunderbolt or Shadow Ball to try to pick up the Pokemon that they just switched out. And then after that, you get a Destiny Bond. So I try to play Froslass at least a 1-for-1 with that Destiny Bond. And then after that, if you can make it a 2-for-1, that's strong right there. That means you already have a theoretical edge on your opponent just from having to have them switch out, or just from opening up with that Destiny Bond and trying to scare out your opponent. So that's why I really like Froslass. It was one of those Pokemon, like, I really wanted it on my team, and I found a way to make it work. Unfortunately now, like, I haven't seen much Froslass play at all in the 6th generation, which is incredibly unfortunate. But when you look at it, there are a lot of faster Pokemon now, and there are a lot of just overall stronger Pokemon that do its job better. I do still like the Ice Beam, but with fairy types, you know, dragons, they're not the craziest thing anymore, and it's not as impactful. Back when everyone was running dragons because there weren't a lot of dragon counters, you could just bring out Froslass and you could shut down a good chunk of their team, a lot of their strengths right there. But now there's a lot more things just to handle dragons overall, more Pokemon that aren't Froslass and things like that. But I did want to bring up Froslass, you know, a Pokemon that people can still use. It's still a very good option while not being the best option. It's a Pokemon that if you really enjoy it, you should put it on your team, and that's pretty much it. So I hope Froslass gets some play. I'm going to try. I've brought up mine in a couple battles, but really trying to find that what niche Froslass works in best now with that whole like with what team could work with it or against it really well, or that it can work against. So more of a reminiscent, nostalgic strategy than anything, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless, and I hope you all have a nice day.